Good morning, dear. Today we are going to start a new chapter from your civics book. So today we'll discuss, dear, introduction of a chapter, and through the flow chart we'll discuss the chapter. What are the different topic we'll discuss in this chapter? This chapter is related to the public facility, chapter number 9 from civics. Public facility means what? What are the public facilities which are provided by the government? In this chapter we'll discuss different public facility like a water to related, like a electricity to related, transport to related, medical to related, health to related, and education to related different public facilities which are provided by government. In this chapter, we will discuss the public facilities provided by government, and these are the adequate or not. These are provided by the government is sufficient or not. What are the different charges which are collected by government is normal or not. So in this chapter, we will discuss about that points. So in this chapter, there case study is given from the Chennai, and in this mostly we discuss the water shortage problem inside the Chennai city. So there is the case study given related to the Chennai city. So in this chapter are divided into different topics. First, we'll discuss water supply in Chennai city, and in this we'll discuss it is adequate to all or not. Later we'll discuss public facilities. What are the public facilities which provided by the government? And after that we'll discuss what is the role of government role regarding the public facilities. And later on we'll discuss about the water supply in Chennai. Case study example we'll discuss. And after that we'll discuss conclusion of the all chapters, summary of the chapter. And these water facilities are provided for all. It is sufficient or not, it is adequate or not, and what are the different norms which is made by the judiciary for a water supply. Really government is following that or not. At the last we'll discuss NCRT solution. So now today we are giving the introduction of this chapter. So dear student, water supply in Chennai we will discuss. Or in this topic there are the different examples are given like a Ram Gopal who is living in the luxury area, another one person who living in the poor area, backward area, and like this, and another one Shiva is living in the different part of Chennai. So really different people who are living in different area, really all are getting the adequate water facility or not. In this, some people are spending the money, some people are spending the money 5 to 600 per month on water facilities. Some are getting the water. What is the average consumption provided by the government, Municipal Corporation of Chennai to the people? Few people are getting the 1,000 liter of water. Some are passing, some are not getting the proper water facilities in Chennai. So our public facilities should be available for all at an individual, not on the basis of economical divisions. Public facilities should be available for all and not should be based on the economical division. Like economical division means what? Suppose anyone living in the such rich and some police area where is the good water facilities, good public facilities are available. Anyone who are living in the such slum or juggies basti, so there is no such proper facility. So dear student, government should be provide public facilities for all at a individual, not on the basis of economical, like a colony wise, not a like a area wise. It should be for all. So this is the main aim of the chapter we'll discuss. And after that we'll discuss water as the part of fundamental rights. Water is the part of fundamental right. It is the essential for our life and for a good health. So water is essential for health. Without water we can't survive. That's why water is the part of fundamental right. India is a one largest nation where the 1600 children before completing the 5 years. 1600 children before completing the 5 year, they are died due to the डायरिया waterborne disease. यानी 1600 चिल्ड्रन हमारे यहाँ ऐसे हैं जिनकी बिफोर कंप्लीटिंग द 5 years और एज ऑफ 5 year उनकी डेथ हो रही है ड्यू टू द वाटर रिलेटेड डिजीज. तो इट इज नॉट गुड साइन फॉर अस डियर. We are not getting the safe drinking water facilities. Constitution of India recognize the right to water being a part of right to life. Article number 21. This means water should be universal access to all. वाटर यूनिवर्सल एक्सेस होना चाहिए, हर किसी की एक्सेसिबल में होना चाहिए वाटर, हर किसी को वाटर फैसिलिटीज मिलना चाहिए. यू नो और इट इज द पार्ट ऑफ राइट टू लाइफ. आर्टिकल नंबर 21. अर्लियर वी वर डिस्कस द आर्टिकल नंबर 21 राइट टू लाइफ. तो कैसे देयर वाज द वन चैप्टर अंडरस्टैंडिंग जस्टिस क्रिमिनल सिस्टम. तो राइट टू लाइफ में हमें हमारी लाइफ को प्रोटेक्ट करने का राइट्स है. दैट्स व्हाई इफ यू अनेबल टू अरेंज द डिफेंस लॉयर, तो इट इज द ड्यूटी ऑफ द स्टेट गवर्नमेंट will provide the defense lawyer to us according the article number 35 या 36A. Okay, so in this chapter we will discuss water is the part of fundamental rights, and after that article number 21 is given the universal access to the water for everyone. Why after that 1600 children are died due to the waterborne disease? So we can maybe raise the issues on safe drinking water facilities and proper medical facilities. It means we are not getting the proper medical facilities. Later on we'll discuss about the public facilities. What are the public facilities which are provided by the government? Public facility like a electricity, like a public transport, like a health related to education, colleges. These all are the public facility. It is the duty of government. It should be provided for all. For education, college, schools should be set up by the government. Electricity should be available for all at 24 hours, and water should be available for every day for a needs of their life, needs for the people. Public facilities are provided that benefits can be shared to the many people. Why the public facilities are provided by the government, where they can share the benefit for the large mass population, where everyone, suppose everyone can't spend the money on the private transport. That's why we are using the public transport like a railway in metro cities, metro train, and the buses, they are using public transport. So public transport charges are very less compared than the private transport. So that's why it is the duty of government to provide the public facilities for all the citizens. Later on, we'll discuss what is the role of government regarding the public facilities. What is the role of government? So, making of a provisions for the education, set up the new schools and colleges for the children. It is the duty of government. Okay, government should be focused on improving the means of transport are developed on not in that areas. Government should be focused on the equal distribution of food throughout the country. Everyone are getting the proper food or nutrition or not. It is the duty of government regarding the food, regarding the water, regarding the electricity, regarding the health, regarding the sanitations, regarding the school, colleges. It is the duty of government. And another one focus of the government, another one issues of the government should be कि such public facilities are beneficial for others for a large communication, so that should be available at the minimum cost without any profit. So government should be provide the such facilities at the minimum cost. But what government are doing, such facilities government are hand over to the private companies. As if schools are endorsed to the private company, public transport endorsed to the private company, electricity endorsed to the private company. So that's why private company, what is the target of private company? Private company का target क्या होता है? To earn more and more profit. So what is the target of private company? Private companies want to earn more and more profit, more and more profit. That's why such facilities which are essential for public, private sector are providing at a higher cost. So government should be take a decision. Such facilities should be provided by government only, government agencies only. Okay, and later on we'll discuss water supply in Chennai. So water supply is adequate in Chennai or not? It should be available for all or not. The burden of shortfall in water supply falls mostly on the poor. Why? क्यों वाटर सप्लाई प्रॉब्लम मोस्टली पुअर को फेस करनी पड़ती है? Why not such person who are living in the such rich or such colonies with the prosperous or maybe the wealthy colonies? So why they are not facing the water shortage problem? Why the poor people is facing the water shortage problem? In this chapter, we'll discuss. Yes, shortage of municipal water often taken by the failure of the government. We'll discuss what are the reasons why the municipal corporation government is failed. Because Chennai is the metro city, that's why the which local government has run in Chennai municipal corporation. In Chittor municipal council, one is known as the Nagar Parishad and municipal corporation is known as the Nagar Nigam. So in metro cities, local government, metro cities local government जो होती है that is known as the municipal corporation. So it is duty of the municipal corporation. Water facilities should be provided for all poor people. Why not for on the basis of economical division? If any one area may be rich, so water should be available in that area. No, because all are paying the taxes. ऐसा नहीं है कि such people are paying the taxes. You know, every one person has access on the पब्लिक फैसिलिटी. हर किसी का राइट है ऑन द पब्लिक फैसिलिटी. ये नहीं कि जो हायर टैक्सेस पे कर रहा है उसी को फैसिलिटीज ज्यादा मिलेगी. तो विल डिस्कस इन दिस चैप्टर अबाउट दैट. थ्रू आउट द वर्ल्ड वाटर सप्लाई रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट. देयर आर द फ्यू एग्जांपल where the water supply is provided by the private agencies. We'll discuss in this chapter. Okay dear, so these are the point we'll discuss in this chapter.